Hi there, this is Matt with State of Flux here with a review for Evil Dead Rise. As part of the Evil Dead franchise, I think this is easily the best film of the bunch, in that it has something it's really trying to say and accomplish. This is a movie about the horrors of motherhood, or the burgeoning feeling of what it's like to be a mother or become a mother when you maybe aren't necessarily ready yet, or maybe that you don't think you are. This is something that is tackled pretty heavily in this film, and tackled head on with a predominantly female cast. This is such a good movie, not just as part of this franchise, which, as far as horror franchises go, this is easily up there with Scream as being the best of the bunch, where there's really no bad entries in the mix. But this is simply just a good movie. That said, this is an Evil Dead film, so it is a splattery gore fest from top to bottom. And this is the first one since the original Evil Dead movie in 1981 or 3, depending on who you ask, that is genuinely, honestly scary. This is the first movie that scared me in the theater since like 2006 when I saw The Descent. It is a grueling experience in visceral horror, violence, but they bring in the terror and the ghostly possession to such good work. And that comes about from exceptional performances from Alyssa Sutherland, who plays the head deadite, Ellie. She's the mother of 3 in this film, and is trying to reconnect with her sister, played by Lily Sullivan, who plays the character of Beth. And when Alyssa Sutherland's character, Ellie, gets possessed by the force, the deadite, we are given some really exceptional range of performances. She does a lot of really good physicality stuff, all practical in-camera effects, not digital. Maybe a little bit of digital enhancement here and there, but this is in the spirit of those original films, all done in camera, but this time with such an elevated budget that it's able to make the horror flourish, and it certainly does. Rounding out the cast are Gabriel Eccles, Morgan Davies, a trans performer who does an exceptional job. He's the one that finds the book and is the one that accidentally unleashes it in this high-rise hotel. That's where the name comes from. And then you also have Nell Fisher, a young actress. This is her very first movie, and she's great, especially as far as young actresses under the age of 10 go. She sells it. She really does, the horror and stuff like that, but she gets in on the action as well. And this is a movie that pulls no punches. It goes for the jugular, just as that first film did. But this time, when you're seeing young performers, this isn't like college kids at a cabin in the woods. These are young kids engaging with deadites and getting attacked and becoming maybe deadites themselves. It's really quite traumatizing almost. The scares are genuine, and I have to give it to Lee Cronin, who wrote and directed this picture. He brought it, and brought it with the same level of energy that Sam Raimi did. Now, as much as I'm praising all this, the one thing that this film does kind of lack is the frenetic energy of the Evil Dead movies. Those movies have flow to them. This has a lot of creative energy going on, but it takes its time. Now, that's not necessarily a complaint. It's just within a franchise where all 4 previous entries and the TV show move at like rapid fire pace with really no breaks. This movie allowing like scenes to happen feels a slight bit jarring. But I'm never going to condemn a movie for taking time to let a scene hang in the air. That's something that is important and is impressive that this film has to offer. It also has one of the greatest, grandest opening scenes I've seen in quite some time. When the title Evil Dead Rise rises into frame, I was laughing out loud with like pure elation and joy. And this movie even sneaks in here and there like Easter eggs for the previous Evil Dead installments Usually through lines of dialogue, they manage to get "I'll swallow your soul" and things like that in there. But when the character who becomes the action hero takes control of the scene and says, "Come get some," with the shotgun pointed at the deadite, I literally was cheering in my theater, and I have not done that since Cap got Thor's hammer in Endgame. So this movie like really just affected me. I loved it. This is an easy 4-star movie, one of my top 5 favorite movies of the year, behind only John Wick 4 at this point. And I urge you to check this out. It's scary, it has a strong sense of gallows humor, if you're willing to go with it, but it's baked in so organically, and the stuff going on is so horrific that you might not laugh, or if you are laughing, feel bad that you're laughing because it's so grim. But this is great. It carries on the energy of this franchise, and if this is the direction that the franchise plans to go, Raimi, Campbell have talked about, and Rob Tappert, that there are 3 books as established in Army of Darkness. There are 3 books out there, so we're going to be following the journeys of what happened to those 3 books. You know, one of them got destroyed by Ash in the Evil Dead trilogy. One of them was found by in the 2013 version. This follows a different book. There are 2 other books out there, and we're going to be exploring those through the lens of filmmakers who this is going to be their first feature films. If this is the plan for the franchise, this movie sold me on it. Fede Alvarez did a great job with the 2013 one, but I did have quite a lot of criticisms for that, even though I did like that movie. This movie, my criticisms are few and far between. It's an excellent film, and one of my favorites, though it is not for the weak of heart. I was cringing, there was moments I couldn't watch, I had to look away, and I have not had that happen to me. The violence is very, very strong, so I guess go with that warning. But anyway, easy 4 stars. See Evil Dead Rise, and see it with a full audience that is going to be reacting very viscerally, I am sure of it. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Peace.